children, welcome back to my tutorial again. Already I have uploaded one video of sound and there I have requested to note down all the points. Hope you have done. If you didn't still now, then today itself you do this and make a note, because for the exam point of view the points are very important, and whatever the reference books also you are following, any of the reference books, I am sure that definitely you will get the answers of your exercise. So you can go through this note and write down the same points and definitely you will get 100% mark in your exam. And today I am going to teach some new concept, but before starting this, as always I am telling you, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of the latest videos, and you won't miss out any of the videos and your understanding level will be clear. So let's start our topic. So children, without wasting time, let's start our topic. In the last video I had taught you about the basic concept of the sound, whatever you have already learnt in the previous classes. Today I am going to teach you a new concept, that is echo. So let's start. What is echo? I have written the definitions, but before going to the definition, let's explain. Maybe you have seen in the movies that if anybody is screaming in a hilly area, that sound is coming back to that person only. His or her own voice is reflecting back. That is called echo. Same thing. So how is it found? What is echo then? So as per the laws of the reflection of the sound, you know that one, that sound is reflecting back from a rigid surface. So there the rigid surface is the mountain, and the voice of that person is reflecting back from that mountain surface. And this reflecting back of the sound, or the own voice of the person, whatever reflecting back, that is called the echo. And when is it produced? When the original sound is ceased after saying something. After that only that person is able to hear his or her own voice. That is called echo. So now let's go to the definition, whatever I have written in the board. The sound heard after reflection from a distant obstacle. Distant obstacle means what? The mountain is a distant obstacle. Obstacle means the sound cannot pass through the mountain, so that it is reflecting back. That is called the obstacle. And now that must be the distance obstacle. Why? Whenever I will tell you the condition, then only you can understand. So what is the definition? When your original sound is ceased and your sound is reflecting back from a distant obstacle, and you are able to hear your same voice again and again and again, that is called the echo. So what is the conditions for echo then? As I have told you, that must be a distant obstacle, but a larger distance you will take also, that echo cannot come. Why? I will tell you. Minimum distance must be 17 meter. And how you will calculate this 17 meter, I will tell you after a while. And the time taken for a echo, distinct echo or distinct clear voice is 0.1 second. It must take 0.1 second to return back the voice, because our ear is sensible for the 0.1 second only. So maybe your question will be there, that what will happen if the sound will coming back in between 0.1 second. That also I will tell after a while. And the third condition is, the reflector must be a larger surface, because if your sound will pass through the object, it won't be obstacled by any object, then how it will reflect back? So whatever the reflector rigid surface, that must be the larger one. Fourth condition is your intensity of sound must be larger. That's why I have told minimum distance is the 17 meter. So if you will take a reflector of a larger distance, you must shout that of that much intensity. If your sound will be less, then it cannot come to your ear again. So echo, it cannot be here. That's why minimum distance is 17 meter. If you are taking a little bit larger distance or whatever distance, so according to that, you must shout with much more intensity. Your sound intensity must be larger. You should shout in loudly so that it will come back to your ear. So these are the conditions for the echo. Now, what are the applications of the echo? Now I will tell you right now. And here how you will calculate the distance and what are the applications of the echo. Now let's read. Now children, let's see the uses of the echo. As I have written here, echo is used by birds, dolphins, fishermen. In the dark also birds can fly and birds can catch their prey. Birds can protect themselves from the predators. Birds, dolphins, fishermen all are using the same technique of the echo, that continuously they are sending the ultrasonic waves. After a while I will tell you about the ultrasonic waves. So here ultrasonic waves only they are using. Why? You will come to know. Continuously they are sending that one, and these waves are reflecting back to them again, and according to that, whatever the requirement I have told about echo, and I will tell you the calculation of the minimum distance also. Using this technique, they came to know that where is the exact position of their prey or predator. Accordingly, they can protect themselves or they can catch their prey. Now, second is the in medical field, imaging of the inside organs of the body. We are taking the image of the organs. If you are taking the image of the uterus, mother's womb, anything, or heart, it is known as the echocardiography if you are taking the image of the heart. And the whole process is known as the ultrasonography. There are also doctors using the ultrasonic waves to take the image of the organs. Then third is in sonar. Sonar is the very important part which where the echo technique is used. Sound navigation and ranging. What is sound ranging? Here question will come. Whatever the echo technique we are using to get the reflection of the sound, to catch the prey or to detect the objects, that is called sound ranging. So here sonar is a device. More about the sonar I will tell you. So sonar is a device to get the underwater objects by the navigators in sea or in the whenever the pilots in the space, to whatever the objects, if any objects is there, any obstacle is there, to know about that obstacles, they are using this echo technique, sonar, and radar is there. So here also same technique is using the sound ranging technique and echo technique. They are also sending the ultrasonic waves continuously, and these waves are coming back to them, and by calculating the distance they can understand that whatever the object is there and at which distance it is there. Accordingly they can take the precaution. Now I will tell you the ultrasonic waves. What are ultrasonic waves and why they are all are using the ultrasonic waves here? Some properties are there. Our human audible range is 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, or you can say 20,000 Hertz. It is the audible sound for a human. Then what about the more 20 Hertz and more than the less than the 20 Hertz? If the sound range, Hertz is the unit of the frequency. So if the frequency of the sound is in between 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, then a human being can hear the sound. If that is the above 20 Hertz, then it is called ultrasonic waves. And dogs, dolphins, birds can hear this sound up to 100 kilohertz. That's why they are emitting this sound, ultrasonic waves. And very good property of the ultrasonic sound is it is going the same speed of other electromagnetic waves. So it is easily to calculate the distance in air, the same speed it is traveling. Another good property is it is not easily absorbed by the medium, means it can travel a long distance. That sound is going, the intensity of the sound is same it will go. And the main property, first property is that one, they can travel undeviated. Undeviated means what? They are not changing their path. They are not deviating from their path. Whatever the path, whatever the larger distance they can travel, without observing in the medium, without undeviated, in the same speed only they will go to a large distance and it can reflect back. That's why this property of the ultrasonic wave we are using in the echo technique to get the better result. So now I am going to tell you the calculation of the minimum distance of the echo, and if the time period is less than 0.1 second, so what will happen? Now listen. Sorry, some mistake is there. It is not 20 hertz, it is the 20 kilohertz. So if the frequency of the sound is above 20 kilohertz, then only it is called the ultrasonic waves. And we are using these waves due to these properties. So children, now see the calculation of the minimum distance for an echo. As I have told, it is the 17 meter. Then how we will calculate? All of you know that V means your velocity of sound, 340 meter per second in air. Somewhere it has 330, but due to friction it will take also 340 meter per second. So here we are going to put here 340 meter per second. Now, as per the conditions of the echo, the time must be 0.1 second. So we will put here t is equal to 0.1 second. Now we will calculate the distance. So d is the question mark. As all of you know the formula that velocity equal to distance by time. And here the sound is traveling two times. One is going, again it is deflecting, coming back. So we will put here the distance is equal to 2d. Now by putting this, d is equal to 2d divided by t. So 340 equal to 2 into d by 0.1. Then by multiplying this one, 2 into d equal to 340 into 0.1. Then d equal to 340 into 0.1 divided by 2. So by calculating, you will get 17 meter. So this is the minimum distance to get a distinct echo. By using this technique only and this formula only, everyone can calculate the distance. Now, listen that, let's discuss that what will happen if the sound will reflecting back in between the 0.1 second. So if your sound is coming in between 0.1 second, so what will happen? As I have told that our human ear is habituated to hear a sound after 0.1 second. Your brain can imagine that one, calculate that one. So in between 0.1 seconds, if the sounds are coming, suppose in a big hall, that multiple reflection of the sound will take place. And after one reflection, you are listening a sound, another reflection, you are listening a sound, and that is in less than the 0.1 second. So our brain cannot imagine, cannot detect that sound. So this process is known as reverberation, means your sound is not audible to you. In echo, your distinct clear voice repeatedly it is audible, but in reverberation, in the big halls, the same sound will come to you, but it is not audible clearly. This is called the reverberation. So here I have written, due to repeated reflections at the reflecting surface, the sound gets prolonged. Prolonged means it is not clear because the multiple reflections are happen in between 0.1 second and your brain is not habituated with that. So it cannot imagine which sound is coming. This is called the reverberation. Now we will read about sonar. Now children, what is sonar? Full form of the sonar is sound navigation and ranging. Already I have told about the sound ranging to detect the obstacles. So here sonar is a device what we are using. Continuously we are sending the ultrasonic waves, and that ultrasonic waves are getting reflected back from the underwater objects, whatever inside the sea, any submarine, anything, any under glacier, any underwater object is there, that is reflecting back to the navigators so that they can calculate the distance of the underwater object and they can protect themselves from any accident. So whatever the formula they are using, that is the d is equal to Vt by 2. As I have told that how will you calculate the minimum distance, b is equal to 2d by t, and from that formula only d is calculated v into t by 2. And which waves we are using? Main is the ultrasonic waves. Then it is a device used to detect underwater objects based on the principle echo depth sounding. Echo depth sounding means as we are sending these waves to the depth of the sea, even we can measure the depth of the sea also by this technique. So this is called echo depth sounding. So sonar is using the principle echo depth sounding. Your question will come in your exam that on which principle sonar is basing upon. You can write that echo depth sounding and or sound ranging. Now children, this is the first part over. So whatever the note I have given, many times I have told that please note down this note, because whatever the question will come in your exam, all the answers you will get from my note only. Now let's discuss the question answers from the Selena book. Definitely you can came to know that answers are here only. So first question, define following terms in relation to a wave: amplitude, frequency, wavelength and wave velocity. So in my last video, all the definitions I have given, copy paste these definitions. Then second, a wave passes from one medium to another medium. Mention the property of the wave which changes, which does not change. A wave is traveling from one medium to another medium. So properties are the wavelength, frequency, these are the properties. So which property is changing? That is the wavelength and speed. Which property does not change? That is the frequency. So answer is changes is wavelength or speed you can write, or does not change, that is the frequency. Now go to the third question. State two factors on which the speed of a wave traveling on a medium depends. In the last video only I have told that is the density of the medium and elasticity of the medium. And another factors are also there: temperature, humidity, pressure, but pressure has no effect. Then fourth question, state two difference between the light wave and sound wave. Already I have given point wise. You can go through the note in my last video and you will get the answer. Then what is meant by echo? What is the conditions necessary for an echo to be heard distinctly? Today's video only I have told what is echo, definitions I have given, and conditions also I have given point wise. You will get the answer. Then a man is standing at a distance of 12 meters from a cliff. Will he be able to hear a clear echo? Give reason for your answer. Obviously no, because the condition is the distance must be 17 meters. As the person is in 12 meter distance, so distinct echo cannot be heard. Then after, state two applications of the echo. I have told about the many applications of echo. You can write any two applications. Point wise I have given. Explain how the speed of the sound can be determined by the method of echo. That also I have calculated. How that is v is equal to 2d by t, and you can calculate d is from this relationship. Then state the use of echo by a bat, dolphin and fisherman. As I have explained in my video, you can go through the video that bats are using, fishermen, dolphin, all are using the ultrasonic waves. They are continuously emitting the ultrasonic wave, and whenever the wave will reflect back to them, they can calculate from this formula and they can come to know about the prey. Then state the use of echo by a bat, dolphin, the next question. How do bats avoid obstacles in their way when in flight? So same answer, the same answer they are when in flight also. Continuously they are sending the ultrasonic waves, and the ultrasonic waves are getting reflected back from the predator. And from that only they understood where that predator is, and accordingly they can do their flight. Then after, what is meant by sound ranging? Give one use of sound ranging. As I have explained in my video also, sound ranging is the detection of the obstacles by emitting the ultrasonic waves and getting that reflection of the sound. This is called the sound ranging. Name the waves used for sound ranging. Why are the waves mentioned by you is not audible to us? So many times I have told these are the ultrasonic waves, and ultrasonic waves are having some properties also. For this property we are using the ultrasonic waves, and here it is asking that why it is not audible to you. As human ranging is 20 Hz to 20 kHz, and your ultrasonic wave frequency of the ultrasonic wave is above 20 kilohertz, or you can say above 20,000 hertz. So it is not audible for a human being. Then, what is sonar? State the principle on which it is based. I have written the definition of the sonar, and principle is the echo depth ranging. Name the waves which are used in sonar to find the depth of the sea. Give one reason for their use. Obviously ultrasonic waves, and the property of the ultrasonic waves I have already written, that it is not absorbed easily in the medium and it can travel a long distance undeviated. The main 2 points, and that 2 points only you can write, means you will get the mark. Then state the use of echo in medical science. That you can write ultrasonography by imaging any of the organ inside the body, echocardiography by taking the image of the heart. So these are the questions answers of the Selena, and if you are using any of the reference books other than Selena also, if you will follow this note, definitely you will get the answer. So children, this is all about today's topic. The next module I am going to teach you problem based on echo. So hope you understand well today. And before finishing this, as always I am requesting that please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification so that you won't miss any of my videos. So please stay tuned with my channel. Thank you.